It's my honor to present to Senior Medicare Patrol in recognition for your outstanding support and commitment to our Acadiana and Louisiana veterans. We salute you. By sponsoring the Veterans Corner TV initiative, SMP is making a difference in the lives of our veterans and their families. On behalf of Veterans Corner Incorporated, we thank you. September 23rd, 2025, Greg Gagne, founder.
Thank you, Mr. Greg.
On behalf of Veterans Corner, I would like to present to NeuroWave Diagnostics in recognition for your outstanding support and commitment to our Acadiana and Louisiana veterans. We salute you. By sponsoring the Veterans Corner TV initiative, NeuroWave is making a difference in the lives of our veterans and their families. On behalf of Veterans Corner Incorporated, we thank you. September 23rd, 2025, founder Greg Gagne.
Thank you.
Welcome to Veterans Corner, and it's an honor and a privilege to be a guest in your home today. Today, my friends, veterans are the reason we have freedom in America. Veterans Corner's mission is simple: make veterans first America. And of course, with your support, my friends, we can create meaningful changes in the lives of our veteran heroes by sharing vital information that they may not even be aware of. And of course, we recognize that lack of knowledge and access to trustworthy information can place everyone at a significant disadvantage. But for veterans, that gap is compounded by unique barriers and challenges, and that's on top of the everyday struggles that we all face. And of course, to bridge that gap, Veterans Corner conduct video interviews with national, state, local leaders, nonprofit organizations, agencies, and businesses. And of course, our goal is to uncover and deliver the resources, insights, and opportunities that empower veterans to thrive and not just survive. And of course, at Veterans Corner, creating change in veterans' lives strengthens the fabric of our communities and make our state a better place for all. And of course, Veterans Corner invites all veterans, neighbors, and friends to partner with Veterans Corner by sharing and spreading the word. And together, we can ensure that those who sacrifice to protect our freedom receive the support, the dignity, and the recognition that they deserve. And now, let's begin our interview. Welcome to Veterans Corner, and it's an honor and a privilege to be a guest in your home today. For our interview today, we have Miss Bridget Menard. She is the Ameri Dream Mortgage company, and she's here in Acadiana, and she's also available throughout the state as well. So, Miss Menard, how you doing? Bridget?
Hello.
Thank you very much. Well, look, tell me a little bit about yourself and how you got into this mortgage thing for veterans.
Yes, sir. My name is Bridget Menard, and I represent the whole entire state of Louisiana. We're a veteran-owned mortgage company. My husband served in the Army National Guard and also in the Marine Corps, and so my heart and passion to serve veterans came from that.
Yes,
and
yes.
I always help with mortgages, so I just decided to help veterans.
Okay. So, because of your husband, you got involved in this.
Yes.
Why?
Because veterans don't know of their own benefits. So we witnessed that a long time ago when we built a house. Another mortgage company tried to tell us to switch to a conventional loan instead of using my husband's benefits that he earned serving our country.
Okay. Well, the thing is that I know because I purchased my own home through the VA, but it does help with no down payment. Just tell me the steps that you go through when you get a new client or a veteran to see what if they can get a home. Now, what steps can you go through?
Yes, the no down payment is amazing. If you have at least 10% or more in disability, then they waive the funding fee for VA.
They waive the funding fee?
They waive the funding fee. You don't have any funding fee.
For 10% or higher?
10% or higher on disability rating.
Okay.
So the way we process, we have a conversation before we get started to see how much money they have saved up, where their credit is, if they need any help with that. And then we look at their documents.
Okay.
So part of getting pre-approved, we don't just get your name, your legal name, your social, and your date of birth. We actually pull your certificate of eligibility up front.
Okay.
I'll go on the Web LGY portal, and I actually pull the veteran certificate of eligibility to make sure and confirm that they do have eligibility.
Okay, when you say eligibility, what does that mean?
Eligibility to that you've served your country and that you've had at least 91 days on Title 10 orders, and that you're eligible to receive the VA home loan benefit.
So if it's under 90 days, they don't qualify?
Correct. If you have not served active on
Active.
Title 10 orders, even National Guard have sometimes gotten activated on Title 10 orders, and they qualify after the 91st day of service.
Okay, but what happens if you volunteer during the time of peace?
So if you volunteer in a time of peace, you have to go through your whole service time, your whole contract.
Okay,
And once you do that, then we can get your DD-214 and we can fill out an application with the VA. I do that myself.
besides the DD-214, are you able to get any other information from the?
So on the WebLGY portal, I get your social and your year of birth, and then sometimes we get it automatically. If you have a disability and you have a claim with the VA, they'll have your information in there. If you haven't and you haven't submitted your DD-214 ever before, then I can take your DD-214, take the information on your application, fill out an application with the VA. We can put that in for your eligibility, and then wait about 2 or 3 days, and then the VA comes back with your certificate and lets us proceed with the VA home loan.
3 days?
3 days. It's not bad.
So what is the length of time? Because I know when I went through mine, it took me 3 months.
Oh, wow. Yes. So
That was in 1970s. I mean,
okay, so things have progressed since then, and we've gotten a lot better with the VA. And so if it doesn't come in about 3 days, then I give them a call. There's a reference number on the application that I fill out that I can call the VA and get them moving in the right direction. But normally, we get them back sometimes the same day.
The same day?
Sometimes the same day. We don't even have to wait. But realistically, if they're busy or if we're in a shutdown or something and they have limited people that are there, then we have to fill out the application, and sometimes I have to call, but they are really there to help our veterans.
Well, would it be because of the technology that you can go in without talking to an individual person?
Yes.
Or you have to talk to a person?
You don't have to talk to a person.
Okay, but you can go in and find out
Yes.
through the internet, through the system, whether or
Yes.
not the information that you're looking for is there.
Correct. And if they don't have it, if it doesn't automatically pull, then we just fill out an application with some basic information for the veteran, and then we wait for them to get back to us. Or if they don't, I give them a gentle call, and usually right away, within that day, they get it back to me.
Okay. And of course, it requires that at the end, at the closing, what's the process for the closing? Once the home is approved, what steps do you go through there as far as the closing part?
So after we pre-approve somebody and we go through that part, we get all their documents and we look at their eligibility, make sure, confirm that they have served and that they are eligible for the VA home loan. Then they start looking for a home with their real estate agent.
Okay.
After they look for a home with their real estate agent, our lender takes care of filing the information showing that they've used some of their eligibility.
Okay. As far, when you get involved with the veteran, at the closing is also required that the spouse have to sign on the document?
Yes, in the state of Louisiana, we are a community property state, so we pull credit with the spouse. Some of our lenders do allow a Louisiana intervenor form where we still count the spouse's debts and we don't use their income, and they can sign a form called a Louisiana intervenor saying that they have no ownership rights in the home if they don't want to be on the VA home loan.
Really?
With it. Like if you're going through a divorce or a separation or something like that. If you're still married, you can sign a form called a Louisiana intervenor.
Okay. Well, what happens, I mean, there's a credit report.
Yes.
That's for the husband and the one for the wife, right?
Yes. We pull a joint report.
Put a joint report. What if one is not as good?
So
What if the spouse, I'm just saying.
So if the spouse's credit is not up to par and we're not pausing to build credit and they want to leave the spouse off, it depends on the lender. If we're a broker, so we shop around with many lenders. Some of our lenders allow us to exclude the spouse completely off, where we count their debts. You have to be able to afford the house under just your income without your spouse and include their debts as well. And then the spouse's credit is left off.
Okay, but
So-
the thing is, since we are a community state,
Yes.
why would they leave it off if they know they got the veteran who has, say, the 620
Yes.
or 640? Why would they want to?
We can't leave it off if it's the veteran.
Yeah, right.
It has
The
to
veteran
be the
has to
spouse.
be-
The veteran has to be on the loan.
That
If
veteran-
it's a spouse, I had a situation with a female who was a spouse going through a divorce. She
Okay.
did not want her soon-to-be ex-husband. They were still married. She didn't want her soon-to-be ex-husband to be on the VA home loan because they were about to divorce. She didn't want to wait to to buy a house. She needed to set up her and her son in that situation. So we were able to pull a joint report, pull the husband off, count his debts towards the veteran's income. The veteran could afford the house without her husband. So we had him sign a Louisiana intervenor form where he was completely excluded off. He signed a form saying he had no ownership rights to the property.
Okay, that's for in a situation like that, you're talking about divorce.
Yes.
But what if they're not divorcing?
It's scary. I wouldn't do that because then you
I know
have...
I'm saying because you still had the veteran,
Yes.
and then you have the spouse, whichever one is, their credit's not as good. But combined together, though, shouldn't you not make it on the veteran's credentials, or
It has to go on the veteran's credentials. So
and could the spouse who has not so good a credit can still be on the application, or say on the title?
depends on... No. They can't be on the title at all if you're excluding them off with the Louisiana intervenor form. That's the scary part.
That's
the
the
spouse
scary-
would the spouse would not be on title, and even after closing, unless you go to refinance, you can't put that spouse back on. So I would pause at that point and build the spouse's credit. I would not exclude them off. I don't recommend it.
Oh my goodness,
It's
something
scary.
I was not aware of that,
Yeah.
But I'm out of questions to some degrees. What else do you think is very relevant in the process that they may need?
Sometimes we need to pause and build credit. So
Okay.
that's something I do for free. If I have a spouse or someone that's credit's less than perfect, there's ways that we can boost the credit. I'm not a credit repair specialist. All I do is I'll take a look. I don't even have to see your report to go over things to boost your credit. There's ways and tricks around that.
Well, boosted credit doesn't happen overnight.
No.
Okay.
Sometimes you can go on Experian Boost, and Experian Boost, if your bank account talks to the Experian Boost website, you could link up things like non-traditional trade lines, like your auto insurance,
Okay.
AT&T bill, your rent, things like that wouldn't normally report. If it's reported in your checking account, you paying on time, that's called a non-traditional trade line, and Experian Boost is actually overnight.
Okay.
So it's points. Some people get 6 points, some people get 63 points. It just depends on what reports monthly in that checking account to Experian Boost.
Yeah.
But yes, credit takes anywhere, when you start boosting it, it takes 6 to 9 months. I recently
Okay,
Yes.
that's what I want to get to. It doesn't happen overnight.
No, sir. I recently had someone, and her score went up 156 points.
My goodness.
But that was 392 days. It
Better
doesn't
than a
go
year.
overnight. It's a little over a year it took for her, but she was serious and she wanted to make this happen for her family. Single mom, single mom, just graduated nursing school. She wanted to make it happen. 156 points. I don't know who cried more, me or her. That was amazing.
I guess so.
Yeah.
But I'm surprised that, well, to be honest with you, I'm surprised that you go so far to really work with them, because a lot of time mortgage companies don't really get involved with them with the credit side. They don't have a good score. That's it.
Yeah.
Majority of the times.
Yes.
If you don't meet that score, you just, because I just had a veteran that asked me about the home loans and everything.
Mm-hmm.
And she said, I went to the mortgage company and they fill out the application and everything else, turned it in, contact the mortgage don't want to talk to them anymore.
Yeah, that's hard because a lot of times they're looking at their benefit right now, the
Okay.
loan officer, and it's not to just move on and forget about the veteran, but unfortunately some people just don't take that extra time where I care so much that I literally lose sleep, or I worry about my clients, and I take that extra step to help them, but only some people are willing to do it. The work is not for me, it's for the veteran. And so if the veteran takes charge and wants it to happen, I can tell, right? I can tell usually within a 5-minute conversation if they're going to do it or not. And then I'm their cheerleader. So then I'm their cheerleader. So I'm cheering them on along the way. So
Right.
usually we'll get in a group chat, me and the spouse and the veteran will get in a group chat, and somebody, either the wife normally, will say, "Oh, Johnny's score went up 5 points," or "We got a 63 increase," or whatever is going on. They'll keep me informed, and we stay in touch. We don't just like forget about each other. And so they'll update me on where they are, and they come back because I care so much. They come back.
Well, I tell you what, you're one of the few that I run across who are willing to go the extra mile to help veterans, and of course, it's because your husband is a veteran.
Yes.
And you know what he's been going through.
Yes.
Dealing with the VA as well. Because it's hard. Well, put it like this: the government makes a presentation that the VA or the government, with a GI Bill, you can get a home. Well, the way they present it is as if to say, because you're a veteran, you automatically get a home. Well, the bottom line is, just because you're a veteran doesn't guarantee you will get a home.
No.
Because really, it's not up to the VA to approve you, it's up to the mortgage company.
Correct.
If they're willing to take the risk either way.
Correct. The VA just guarantees if the veteran doesn't pay, they'll step in. And they do help more than they used to. So if you're in a tough spot and you're not able to make your mortgage note, the VA will help you.
Well,
there are ways now that they've been a lot better than in the past.
Well, now it's a lot better because talking with you and other people as well, with my circumstances, I purchased my first home back in 1973. And in the 80s, when the economy crashed, a lot of companies and people were going bankrupt left and right. And my company was forced into bankruptcy because even though I did everything right, because of the economy, and it forced myself and my family to go into my personal bankruptcy, I went to the court. I went to the VA, and I asked them, I said, look, I did everything right. Help me stay in my home.
Yeah.
And all they said was, go talk to the mortgage company. And they walked away. That's abandonment. They just don't care. Well, the thing is that things have changed, and it's getting better. I say this every now and then, is that because of the 40 veterans that died in Phoenix, Arizona, just waiting for an appointment.
Wow.
At that time, the public got involved, and the VA started to change because the public started talking about Congress and what's going on. Well, then they started changing. And really, for me, at that time, they started changing, okay? But it's like molasses or snail is crawling very slowly. And just, I think, in 2024, there was about 90,000 plus veterans going into foreclosure around the country. And so the VA stepped in and tried to help those veterans. Well, that was happening in 2024. 2025, they canceled it.
Wow.
They terminated it because there was too much money.
Wow.
So those who had the privilege or once they were in, those who took advantage of it, they're in the system. But those who were not in the system, they're out there like everybody else, just trying to survive.
Wow.
And just recently, this year, that President Trump signed a law to help the veterans that was in foreclosure. But I read somewhere in the article or in the law, it was permanently temporary. What in the world is permanently temporary? So to me, I get the understanding that if you take advantage of the program, they're willing to help you. But if you get back into trouble, they may not be there. That's the way I interpret it. I'm not saying that that's the way it works. But for what I got, information that I processed, if you get in trouble again, you're not qualified anymore.
Wow.
So it's kind of tough.
Yeah.
That's something veterans need to be aware of. But in working with you, okay, I've run across not that many, but to go to the steps that you go through to help veterans, I really am appreciative of what's going on with you guys. I'm glad to somewhat kind of be partnering with you and helping veterans to go towards you if they ask me who to get in contact with. But it's up to them, whoever they go to. I just make a recommendation and that's it,
Yeah.
When you get involved with the VA, how much difficulty, I know your husband goes to the clinic, right? Okay. Get involved with them. How much trouble how much trouble did you get into when you get into the system to process the VA? I'm talking on myself. I went to the VA, gave my information to get into the health system.
Okay.
What's the process? Did he have a difficult time? Or
Just
not so difficult?
on the health side?
Or-
No,
yeah.
he didn't have any trouble.
Yeah,
He didn't have any trouble.
because for me, in my era, the Vietnam era, the VA treated us like stepchildren.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Okay, so I mean, it took me like 40 years to get into the health system.
Oh, wow.
Okay, my wife keep telling me, go back and try again. Well, I did, and in 2010, they finally let me in. I gave the same paperwork, documents,
Yeah.
and I was approved. Why? I don't know. But don't get me wrong. Since I've been in, the VA have taken care of me.
That's good.
They have worked with me, and service I can't complain about.
Yeah.
But it's getting in the system sometimes is difficult. And if you're saying that it's easier, well, that's fine. I'm
Yes.
glad for that. But has your husband been filing any type of claims for compensation?
Not recently.
No, not recently, but does he get benefits for disability?
I don't think so.
So he's not disabled. So he just goes to the clinic and takes care of himself.
Yeah.
Okay. Is there something else that we might be leaving out that maybe you want to talk about?
So we give back to every community hero. So we, as a company, because my husband served, we started just doing VA in the past. Like we give a check back. We give a thank you check back to every community hero. So we give back
every community
hero.
Oh my goodness.
So we give back. We give back. My heart and passion is for veterans.
Yes.
My husband served, and so of course, if I could just do VA loans, I would, but I don't. I service the whole entire state of Louisiana, and we also give back to every community hero. So we give back to firefighters, EMS providers, law enforcement, military, that's active, reserves, and veterans as well. Healthcare workers, teachers. We even gave back to a janitor last year. There was a janitor
great. Fantastic.
that serves in the community. They did, and that's also service. Providers like dental hygienists, things like that. We give back. Basically, if you serve our community, you're a hero. From Ameri Dream Mortgage, we personally give you a $500 check just as a thank you for your service. That's just from the kindness of our heart. We don't have to do that.
Right.
So we love giving back to community heroes. Sometimes we can get title companies and real estate agents to give back to, so the savings can add up quickly. You know, sometimes the veterans getting $2,000 to $5,000, depending on how many people we can partner with to
My
get
goodness.
it. And it's at closing, so it's
So every one of these,
yes.
now that I have not heard of, you know, I can't believe it. It's just fantastic. Okay,
Yes. Last year we gave back over $17,000.
$17,000
just from our little company.
from your company.
Yes, sir.
That's fantastic. Now, when you do that, it depends upon what part of the state. You got communities, wherever like if you go up to Shreveport
Yeah.
and you do a loan there, you take advantage of donate something here up there.
The whole
state.
The whole state. We do mortgages, we do classes, we teach to veterans, we teach to civilians, we teach to real estate agents. Don't be scared about the VA home loan program. The appraisal process, the mortgage process, it's just like any other loan program. It depends on if you have an experienced person working on your file that knows the ins and outs. Even if an appraisal comes in short, I know I can bypass the appraiser if the veteran really wants the home, and I can go directly to the VA. We can work with the real estate agent on comps for that house. And if they are looking at a foreclosure next door instead of going down the street, we had somebody got $36,000 increase because the appraiser listed a home that was a foreclosure that I recently sold instead of like extending the research out. And so we were able to overcome that short appraisal, and we were closed on the veteran. The veteran wanted the home. At the end of the day, the veteran wanted the home, and we made it happen.
Well, that's something else I'm learning every day. So that's something I would like to take advantage of. When you get involved with them, I had a question. I guess my age, I'm kind of losing it every now and then, but I do know that in working with the VA, okay, it's kind of tedious because following their instructions sometimes is kind of not veteran friendly, put it like that, or anybody, okay? Because from my point of view, when I was working with the Louisiana Workforce Commission, I found out that there are programs and processes that veterans are not aware of.
Yes.
And so that's why I started the program of doing interviews with businesses, nonprofit agencies, and so forth, with state agencies and national leaders and so forth, because there's information out there that veterans are not aware of.
That's right.
And it's also in the process, when I'm doing interviews such as this with you, it's not only the veterans that you're reaching out to, but you're also letting the community know what you do as well.
Yes.
So it's
We
not
service
just
everybody, not just veterans. We don't discriminate. Anybody,
you don't.
anyone. We love veterans, and that's where my heart and passion is. So I don't take my job lightly. When it comes to a veteran, I will do whatever it takes, legally, of course.
Legally. Well, I tell you what, it's nice to know that you have an organization such as yourself who's willing to go the extra mile to help veterans. And I'm glad that we are kind of partnering a little bit to do this between you and I. So can you just kind of sum it up? You got about 30 seconds to sum up what we've gone through.
Yes.
Go ahead.
So we're a veteran-owned company located right here in Acadiana. We service the entire state of Louisiana. We love giving back to every community hero. Our heart and passion is to serve our veterans, and we don't take that lightly. We go out to the community, we teach, and we make sure that people are not scared about the VA home loan program. There's nothing to be scared about. It's literally like any other program, except it's actually better. Your interest rate's better. Your closing costs are less. We give back, so you're getting money back where you won't at other places.
Well, I tell you what, thank you for your time.
Yes.
I appreciate you coming on board.
Thank you.
And Louisiana, thank you. God bless the United States.
Thank you.
It's my honor to present to Kenshin Funeral Home, in recognition of your outstanding support and commitment to Acadiana, Louisiana veterans. We salute you. By sponsoring the Veterans Corner TV initiative, Kenshin is making a difference in the lives of our veterans and their families. On behalf of Veterans Corner Incorporated, we thank you. September 23rd, 2025, founder Greg Gagne.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Our men and women have served our nation with honor. Now it's our turn to serve them. Veterans Corner is building programs that restore dignity, rebuild trust, and create lasting opportunities. With transparency and accountability at the heart of everything we do, we are here to make a difference. Together, we honor their sacrifice. Together, we build their future. Veterans Corner, serving those who served us.